Welcome to the second official episode of Oh I Didn't Know, a List by Liz. Today we are going to be in the Morrison Art Studio, and I love being in the art studio. I work in there and it's so fun to create, and that's one of my favorite things about it, is to create paintings with no pressure, no one watching me. I can do whatever I want with any of the supplies I want, within reason. There are some rules, but for the most part, it's free game. I have an interview with one of my supervisors, Katie, coming up where she explains it a bit more, but one thing that she doesn't mention is that all the supplies available in the studio is totally free, and that's definitely my favorite part. I know if you're into art, the cost of supplies can definitely add up. Paints, super expensive. Brushes, expensive, especially if you want the nice stuff. But whenever you come to the art studio, you have all of the supplies available to you totally at no cost. All you need is your one card and you're good to come in. I know being a student here at Chapel Hill, we have to live in dorms, or if we go to houses, oftentimes they're unfurnished, leaving us with walls that often look like these empty, boring ones that I hate so much. So what I like to do is I like to actually create art myself to put on the walls. I think it's a lot more meaningful when you do it yourself, and then it's really cool to see like your hard work put up on the walls, and then every time your friend comes, they're like, ooh, who made that? And you're like, me. And it's just a really good conversation starter. And so I always made it wasn't my goal, but last semester I really loved to paint, and each week I would come in and I would just spend my time in there making a new painting, and so each week I had a new one, and they really started to add up. But I'll make sure to throw in a picture of all of my creations last semester in here. I don't want to ramble on too much, so we'll go ahead and get right into the interview, and then I've included some clips of whenever I went in there to show you guys how to use some things, and I hope you guys stick around to check it out.
Okay, my name's Katie Green, and I am a Morrison Art Studio attendant. Art studio attendants, we just sort of monitor the art studio. We welcome everyone in. We do trainings for all of the new attendants, have people watch the orientation video. We restock all of the supplies, make sure everything's clean, as well as communicate with the CD if anything needs to be changed or improved. We have a variety of different kind of art supplies. You can see over here we have different markers, colored pencils, pens, Copic markers, as well as a variety of acrylic paints and watercolor paints. We have canvases, watercolor paper, drawing paper, just a whole slew of different art supplies. I think it's a great space to be creative, have students get involved on campus. I know as a freshman I didn't have a lot of creative outlets, so I would have loved having a space like this. It's basically an unstructured space to be creative. There's no one telling me how to draw, how to paint. It's not a class, so I can come in here and create anytime I want, while it's open of course, anything I want, and I can leave my paints here for up to 2 weeks and not worry about my paintings getting stolen or broken or damaged, and it's a very welcoming space. Come on in, explore, see what the space offers, and just have fun being as creative as possible. You don't need to be like a master painter to use the space. Like, you can just doodle or draw a flower on a piece of paper, anything to be creative. It's what it's here for.
Say
y'all for watching my video. I really hope that you take my suggestions into consideration and that you're actually able to try some of these things out. If you do, feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you think. Let's keep in touch. See you next week. Woo!